This is actually pretty good. I thought it was gonna smell bad and taste bad. It's Synergy Organic Raw. It's supposed to enlighten you. I feel enlightened already. I'm ready to take on the world. And I'm ready to take on these questions. So, I'm sorry if this is distracting you, by the way. I just like playing with hacky sacks. I can't play hacky sack, but I can move it around. Alright, so let's get to these questions. I asked you guys to send me some asks on Tumblr, and you guys did. And let's see. Alright. The first question is by Anonymous, and it is, what is my favorite dog? My favorite dog would have to be a husky, just because they're so beautiful, even though I couldn't have one because I kind of live in Virginia and it gets really hot and humid here, and I'd feel bad for it because it has such a thick coat. I don't have a dog, though, so that's kind of sad. The next question is by Anonymous, of course, and it says, what stuff do you like to write about? Usually I write about everything. If I'm in a restaurant and I see a person, like maybe an old person, because I love old people, they're just the best. I identify with them. I'm an old person at heart. But I like to write about just the way that they look or what I think their story might be. Or I might write about my feelings. Feelings are kind of gross to me. But I literally write about everything. I wrote a eulogy, a eulogy to my van that I totaled last month. It was pretty bad, but I miss it, kind of, sort of. It was a mom van, so maybe not, but I wrote a poem about it. So literally I write about everything. The next question is by Anonymous, and it says, do you believe that people can miss each other but the compatibility can just be gone? I don't know if this is friendship related or relationship related, but I think that it is possible, because you can miss the past, but people change. I mean, I know I have changed a lot since I was in high school, and I don't know if I would have dated the same people or have been friends with the same people in high school that I was. I'm not sure. But hindsight is 2020. So I don't really know about this question. I'm not very good at relationship, friendship, or otherwise advice. The next question is also by Anonymous, and it says, do you like trains? I do like trains. I have been on a train in Rome, and I've been on a train to Boston. The one to Boston was 14 hours long. The one from Paris to Rome was about, I don't know, a day. And I slept on that one. But I think they're nice to sleep on, and I think it's a good way of traveling. And I hate flying, so it's a better option for me. The next question is, do you have any cool-ass pets? By Aw Coffee. And I do, and I'm going to go get my cat right now. So just give me a minute. This is my cat, Bisou. Bisou means kiss in French. I'm half French on my grandmother's side. And she's really nice. She likes to squirm a lot and doesn't like to be held necessarily. But I'm going to hold her just for a little bit. And I named her Kiss because she's just so nice, and she just loves putting her paws on my mouth. The next question is by Anonymous, and it says, how come you started YouTube? I originally started YouTube about 2 years ago, I think, and I did it to record covers and put them online, and I wanted to put them on Facebook, and I figured that was the best way. And then I started doing tutorials, and you can check those out. They're pretty interesting, if I say so myself. And I really like doing videos now, and I really need a better camera. I'm really big into photography and film, so I like YouTube. That's basically my answer. The next question by Anonymous is, what made you want to start blogging? Well, I got a Tumblr when I was a junior in high school, and I'm 20 now. And I didn't know how to use it at first, but I finally figured it out, and I don't know why I still have it. I just like looking at different pictures and putting them on this like one little space that I have, and I just think that it's very interesting and aesthetically pleasing. Notice the use of the word aesthetic. That's what the cool kids are saying these days. Apparently, I tried too hard. Okay. The next question is, what is your music taste like? My music taste is really eclectic. I like folk music from the 60s. I like protest music from the 60s, like Bob Dylan and Joan Baez. And I like indie music. I like Young the Giant and Bon Iver. I have one of his albums that I bought in Boston last week. I'm so happy that I bought it. It's my favorite album of his, For Emma, Forever Ago. And I like a lot of 70s rock. Fleetwood Mac is my love. Stevie Nicks is the best in the world, and you cannot disagree with me on that. It's just a fact. Look it up. The next question is, what are your favorite TV shows? Also by Anonymous. I have a lot of anonymous questions. My favorite TV shows, let's see, Orange is the New Black. I really like that show. The Walking Dead is, like, I think my favorite if I had to pick. It's amazing, and I will always be in love with Rick. I don't care what he does. He could kill everybody. He could kill Carl. I just find him attractive. So, as far as I'm concerned, he's just badass, even though he's gone kind of crazy in the most recent seasons. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's a great show. If you're afraid of gore, then don't watch it, because there's a lot of it. Okay, we have 2 more questions left. One question is by Bedhead Dork, and they asked, what inspired you to pursue music as a career? Well, I've always loved music ever since I was little, and I've always wanted to play guitar. I used to take paper towel rolls and put them in a Kleenex box and put rubber bands around it to try and make my own guitar. And I finally got my first guitar when I was in 8th grade. And I played flute for about 5 years. And then I stopped because I didn't really like playing it. It was kind of more my parents wanted me to play flute. Kind of like some parents want their kids to play piano. And I adore it. I think that music is a way of communicating with people that you can't otherwise communicate with. You know, some people may not be able to feel something if you say something to them, but if they hear it and you say something to them, then it's possible that they might feel it as well. It's basically sharing an experience, and I think that that's great. The last question is by Officially Diar Muid. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. It says, if you could find out how you were going to die, would you? This is a tough question. I think so. I would, because this is an open-ended question, so I would try and figure out how I would die, and then I would immediately try and avoid whatever it was. Like if I died in a plane crash or, you know, some violent way, then I would avoid it or find out how to kind of not die in that manner. I'm more of a person who I just want to, like, pass away, like die in my sleep. I'm not big on the whole going out in a blaze of glory kind of thing. So those are my questions. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I might do one sometime soon. I really enjoyed doing it, so have a good day, and I hope you all are happy and healthy, and goodbye.